A romantic man thinks that a woman is constantly aware of her body. Squashing hard. You are perfect. You hold all the qualities that I admire and respect. I want to sit on your skin and enjoy myself, squashing hard against you, then peeling myself off slowly, like Velcro. Now, what can I do to give you pleasure? 5 or 7. Every evening around 6, he stood on the bridge and broke the arm of a passer-by. Lots of people stood on the bridge to see whose arm was going to be broken, and the stupefied look of a victim with a broken arm more than compensated for the risk the crowd took. A lot of the crowd held mortgages, too. A long fine. It is arrogant of roses to have thorns, as I care neither for their appearance nor their smell. You don't see a thorn on a harebell, yet it gets a long fine, and inspires respect as well as deep affectation for its strength and subtlety.
Every time Kershaw and myself has a session from Ivor Cutler, we phone each other up and say, why don't we arrange for all of this stuff to be made available on record? We really should do it if Ivor wanted it done, of course. That was Her Body, Squashing Hard, 5 or 7, and a long fine, and of course a great deal more later.
A Stuggy Pren. A Pren, a Stuggy Pren, leasin' and bluesin' and sogglin' at a fleepy clodge. My slerky chit's a beezy whoop and snope to zoop. Glasgow Dreamer, Episode 9. Glasgow, Glasgow, where are you? 151 from Granton-on-Spey. One Sunday after dinner I was told to stay in. At 3 o'clock the bell rang and a tall man was taken into the big room. I sat in the kitchen and quaked. "Ivor," called Father. I jumped, in time with my stomach, my heart, my nervous system, then dragged my feet into the big room to dree my weird. "This is my son Ivor," said Father to the stranger. The man turned a look of such patent honesty and goodness upon me that I was appalled and affronted. How dare he set up such unfollowable standards? He was God, disguised as a cupmaster touting for recruits. There was no escape. A fortnight later, clad in a green cap with yellow piping, a scratchy navy jersey and a neckerchief held by a braided leather woggle, I entered a stuffy hall packed with my peers. An unsavoury smell, sweet and sickening, hit my neb. I never traced its source. Perhaps it was the smell of disorientated little boys warming up new, unwashed uniforms with their body heat. We performed a lot of character-forming rubbish perfunctorily, then returned home. It was a weekly battle to get me to go, the cost of the uniform being brought up. Finally, I won, and was left in peace until my father started a troop of scouts. When I was 17, I saw a headline in the Daily Record and joined the Royal Air Force Volunteer Reserve. My character is still unformed, thank goodness. That smell. Glasgow, Glasgow, where are you? 33 from Ayr.
That's Ivor Cutler. I had to check the title of that first piece, but it really was A Stuggy Pren, followed by Glasgow Dreamer, Episode 9.
Then Jacob was a herder and lived at the edge of the desert, feeding his herd of gerbils a seed at a time. His fences were mended with heather, twisted and dry. The moon is harsh and flat, and the gerbils shiver as they munch. Give us a seed, Ben Jacob, Your seeds are 3 feet long. Ben Jacob tosses them a seed and records their song. Listen, our paws are hard and scrabbly and black in the light of the moon. Keep the fences mended and throws another seed soon, soon. Then we'll show you the glow in our eyes, Ben Jacob. A song of love. Flies low in the sky, big and brown as sultanas. See them glow in the dusk. Flies low in the sky, like gooseberries bobbing on the breeze. Hear them laugh as they dance, then straight into the bushes for romance. Flies banging the little bodies into twigs in their passion. Glasgow Dreamer, episode 12. Glasgow, Glasgow, where are you? 216 from Ullapool. When I was in the top juniors, a pile of cards was dished out, 2 apiece, for us to sign. On one, we promised never to smoke. On the other, never to drink. They were distributed by a Christian organisation. I was a Jew, but that was no excuse, even though I took a sip of prayer-quality wine every Friday night as we welcomed in the Sabbath. I added my John Hancock to the cards and passed them back, shades of prison playing about in my head like old sooty cobwebs. To the irritation of the family, I started preaching on the evils of drink and tobacco. After all, 12 is a well-known time for moral hypocrisy. I suppose it's the age when children decide to become policemen and nurses and teachers. One day, at dinner, mince balls, potatoes and pineapple chunks, Father, exasperated beyond bearing, burst out, "Where did you get all this rubbish from?" Excited, full of zeal, I pulled a pamphlet we had been given from my inside jacket pocket and flourished it. Unfortunately, I rather spoiled the effect by inadvertently dislodging a packet of black cat, which skited along the tablecloth and fetched up against the tomato sauce, to hushed astonishment. Ivor the Good. Black cat cigarettes. I rose. "Sit down and finish your dinner," barked Father, "and put these back." "I don't want them," I choked. "Take them," he said, "and finish them." I slipped them back in my pocket and ate up, pondering Father's humanity. How could he know that the aesthetics of cigarettes had nothing to do with abstinence, and that hypocrisy was not in question? Glasgow, Glasgow, where are you? 76 from Dundee. It. The meticulous second lieutenant dusted every bullet separately before firing it from his nickel-plated machine gun. "They will die a clean death," he grinned, but he was so tense that it came out like a smirk. This is a cowboy song. I'm a cowboy. My horse is dragging along, scraping its horny hoof, making a rut on the trail. The sun is shining above, smoky and yellow. Get out the cards, we'll have a little game, and the swamp bird roots, standing on a scabby leg, waiting for a jackfish. I'm a cowboy, I lost all my beans, I'm back on the trail. Got to make the lazy W by nightfall. Yee-hoo-hoo! Better have a shave, a cup of coffee too, while my horse chews the jackweed and shoos away the horse flies. I'm a cowboy, yee-hoo-hoo-yee! But not for much longer. Not enough. Quite a lot of men and women are people, but not enough to save the world. 1 peck equals 2 gallons. The jam's boiling over and the gas tap's stuck. Soak it up with the floor mop and squeeze it back into the jelly pan. The jumble sales on Saturday and everybody loves my jam, the unique flavour, Dwight. Don't you think that's a bit much, Corinne? Not at all. Country people love their peck of dirt a day. They're never sick. Pure love. Do you want to go to heaven or not? She bellowed, exasperated to high dough. Joe laid down his fork and dessert spoon and sighed. You make a lovely lemon meringue pie, Spindrift, but I keep telling you I don't know what heaven's like. I'm only 11. I haven't even reached puberty. Her face softened at the thought of his soft, hairless body. Okay, Joe, she whispered, let's forget about it. Would you like me to teach you trigonometry? Joe's eyes shone. Would I? He gasped. I was running down the stairs all day till I tripped and fell and broke my neck, and now I walk this way with a hop and a skip and turn to the right. It sure is fun, I do it all night. I only stop when the sky turns light, and then I get on with my painting. A fresco on the ceiling and a mural round the walls, and when I'm finished the sun has set, then I hop and a skip and turn to the right. I'll never see the left again.